We are back for the final 19-day stretch on our way to day 100. We survived a bit of an incident last time with the food poisoning. And we're now here at the farmhouse. I guess we're going to start heading northwest to see if we find that memento cache and maybe map out the map a little more. Overall, I think we recovered pretty well from that little disaster. Also, I was saying last time I was recording, that was last night, I was feeling a little sick and under the weather. That hasn't improved. I still feel like kind of sick and under the weather. I have a runny nose. My throat hurts. It's terrible. All right, let me have a quick look here. Just go through our inventory a little. And weird. That usually makes a sound. And that book we can burn. Got some spare clothes. Let's stash those here. Food-wise, we're pretty okay. I'll take one of the questionable chips. I'll leave the storm lantern behind as well. I'll also leave the pry bar and oh, why am I carrying tools? I don't even know. There, that gives us a solid bit of carry capacity. Our carry capacity isn't quite maxed out, and I think that's just because of the well, oh yeah, because we came in, we hadn't fully rested. We haven't done a night. That's why. I just remembered.
What have we here?
I could... It's a little windy and stormy. I'm going to take a peek outside. Just gonna look around a little to see if there are wild animals around. Because if there are, I should maybe be able to hunt one down with the trusty old rifle Reno. So let's have a take a look from this hilltop and survey the landscape. No luck. Just kind of hoping to just catch like a deer hanging around. I see a wolf out there in the field. Far away. Just a tiny speck. I really don't get the idea. Like, I could make a hole in the ice here for fishing. I don't get why I would do that. Because if I do, I'm going to be in the weather. There's going to be a time skip. During that time skip, a wolf might just walk up to me, and as soon as the time skip ends, the wolf just chews through us right away. Or a bear. It seems far too risky. I don't get why you would ever do that. Okay, ain't much here for us. I could go inside and just chill out in there, but the problem with that is cabin fever eventually. I could instead start heading north, but daylight's short. We're kind of tired. And there's really no telling what's out there. I don't know if there's like a house we could hide in later. So we could end up heading outside and getting stuck in the snowstorm. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm going to go inside, waste some time, sleep the night, and then we'll head out tomorrow when the weather's hopefully a little clearer and life's a little better. Really wish I had something nice to cook. But food-wise, we are not in a great situation here. No, maybe I can do some crafts. Fix up some of our clothes, maybe. I'm also going to do a secondary scan of all the shelves here and such. In case we've missed something before, like that sewing kit we just picked up. Never know. Sometimes there's just random little items scattered about. Under the furniture or something. Or there's file cabinets we haven't searched. We found sody pop in these.
Thank goodness.
What did I just say? Double! Nice. Shitty shoes. Oh! Completely missed those. Yeah, this is why this is why we do double checks for a lot of places. Okay, those shoes, they're shit. We can harvest them for a couple of chunks of leather. We need leather to fix up our mukluks eventually. Nah. Random rifle round on the floor. Flare we've missed. There's a bunch. Like, I'm really bad in my first searches apparently because I keep finding new stuff. Then again, when I initially searched this place, it was probably like half nighttime, so it was half semi-dark. So you can't see very well.
This stuff will come in handy.
We'll move that to the cabin at least, rather than leave it lying around down here. Another flare. There's just stuff everywhere. Ah! No, nothing. Some ruined socks. Okay, our gear's in a pretty good condition. No need to really do anything about it. I'm just gonna stash what we picked up in here. I'm actually gonna keep the cloth with us. Okay. I'm pretty sure you can break some toasters with the hacksaw to get scrap. Not this one, though. That toaster was off limits. I didn't even see any, like, nice firewood outside, so it's kind of... eh. Okay, I think that's about it. You know what? I'll go double check the basement while we still have light. Never mind, we don't really still have light. It's really dark in here. Turns out basements are dark. Who would have thought? Okay, let's hit the bedroom. I'll take the big bed, thank you very much. I'm gonna waste a couple of hours of time just to make ourselves nice and tired. Sun's going down. Let's have a drinky drink and hit the thank.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Must be the tiredness. Day 82. I'll grab the water from the toilet downstairs. Airline food is okay, but it doesn't carry us very far. It's also really freaking dark. Pass a little more time so you can get the sun to rise. Every time I swallow a drop of coffee or something, it's like I have a hedgehog stuck in my throat. Sucks, man. Right. I'll bite the bullet and eat the dog food. Then we'll head out. Somehow I imagine I would eventually get sick from the dog food or something, but the game seems to treat dog food as just another food item like any other. It doesn't seem to matter. Which is a little odd. Well, this is some comfy weather. Okay, so that's the barn, that's south. We're going to start heading north and west. Generally speaking, we'll keep an eye out for any wildlife, because I could really use a deer to hunt down. Not a wolf, please. No, thank you. Yeah, and there's that radio tower place. We never found a path to it in this save. And that's actually... it's really bothering me, because I know we found a way to it in the story campaign. You know what? We're more lightweight, more agile. I'm going to tackle the challenge of this radio tower once more. Because I'm... like, in the story mode, I just walked up there. No problem. So... why does it seem in the survival mode now that I can't find my path? Let's go take a look around again. Maybe we've just gotten sidetracked every time I've tried to go up there. I'm also going to double check this barn. I have a faint memory we probably left some stuff in this barn, but I can't recall what it might be. I love how the sun creates like an aura around the mountain there. Did we leave stuff behind here? Flare and some firewood. There's a hacksaw. That's about it. There's no other containers here, so I guess not. Okay, never mind. We're headed south. My initial plan was north, but I've changed my plan. I want to head south instead. Mental note, I didn't take the pry bar with me to save on weight. If you find locked lockers up there, and I need the pry bar up there. I may be a little upset. Also, wait, hold on. What? 1 second. There was a... Oh yeah, there was a climbing spot. I have to make a mental note somewhere up here where the bunker was. I was just thinking, wait, I thought I have a mental image of a climbing spot somewhere. Here's a climbing spot to some... Okay, Bear. You didn't see me, I don't see you. We'll go our separate ways, and nobody's gonna have a bad time. Is this climbing spot a way up to there? Maybe we need to climb up this first. Why not? Let's try it. This could be a terrible waste of energy, though. Oh well, we got all the daylight left. We're in good shape, apparently. That's a hell of a climb rate. Okay, so now we're up here. Where do we go from here? I want to say somewhere off to the right, because that's where the tower should be. Yeah. Wait. I need to look around here a bit more, because have I don't know, something feels fuzzy. I'm starting to wonder, did I go up here before? I just forgot. That climbing rope seemed far too handy. Thought I heard something again. Nah. Well, for whatever it's worth, we're up here. I want to study the path back from here. Hold on. Let me just do the map thing first. Let's see. Signal Hill. The Hill of Signals. Oh yeah, at least it's fenced off. No, we haven't been here. Requires pry bar. The first thing I find!
This'll come in handy.
Ooh. It's kind of dark in here, but we'll survive.
Excellent.
Excellent. Ooh. That was easy to miss.
This'll keep the lamp burning.
Hey, sardines. That's how we got sick last time. Ah, another lantern. Sure, I can use that to at least explore more properly.
Could end up being useful.
Very heavy, not practical here. I don't think we'll take that. Ooh. It's a good thing we have the lamp. I would have definitely missed that. And that. And this. Now I'm going to be wondering what's in the lock cabinet because I don't have a freaking pry bar. As soon as I left, and I'd left it behind, I knew it would become a problem, and I'd be cursing myself for leaving it behind. So I was kind of hoping to find a new climbing rope we could use to hook up the other path down. No such luck. I'll break the box in. Sometimes the boxes have stuff in them. Very rarely. I might drop something on the floor, but I'm not sure if that's intentional or a bug. Put those there so they're easier to see if we ever come back. Yeah, that's about this place. Not much more point staying around. I'll reward myself with a sody pop. Let's head down the mountain. So, the question I have is, what's the ground route up here? Like, how are you supposed to get here? Other than that climb. So I'm going to follow my way down this hill. And just look around. Because I think this should connect to the rest of the map. Like, just by walking. I'm also going to just look around these side areas a little. Definitely intended navigation. Some cute bunny rabbits. I'm not wasting a rifle round on a bunny rabbit. That's for sure. This kind of has the edge of map vibe to it. you can see the road. Doesn't really give us much in the way of map, and there's now a fog rising. Okay, down the hill. They should add like a little plastic sleigh thing you can slide down on as an item. Okay, so I think past times we've been here, we've gone down to that valley. And that's probably the only reason we've ended up in the wrong place. Just let ourselves get led by the terrain down to the valley. Instead of sticking to these rocks and going up the hill. Because from down here it kind of looks foreboding, but it's not that bad of a climb. Not really. I'm tempted to extend my map, but I'm also keenly aware that there were wolves around. So let's make sure that we do this in a safe spot. Come on. Okay. So I've kind of allowed myself to get sidetracked again. There's that little pensive pond area here. I think I'm going to head there. Maybe try to do some fishing. I remember last time I was playing in this area, the game was really happy to crash. But apparently just switching it to borderless full screen instead of regular full screen has fixed that. We haven't had any crashes since. Just took us a really long time, or just took me a really long time to figure that out. House felt weird just now. Had to give it a little shaky shake. So I think that was this... one of these caves here, maybe. Somewhere up here you can get to the cave that leads you to, I think, Forlorn Muskeg. No, it's into the ravines behind the dam. Oh, we're a Black Panther path again. Oh.
I think I can use this. Excellent.
Apparently I hadn't searched that corpse. That's probably one of those runs where the game crashed. So I hadn't been here in, like, this reality. This timeline. Continuum. What's that over here? Another dead body? Oh yeah. So the wolves are coming. Let's make this quick. Check that one. Okay, let's get out. I prefer to evade the wolves if I can. Shouldn't be too far away from that pond. I think I'm going to spend a bit of time chopping firewood for later. So that once we get there, we can make a cozy fire, keep warm, and do some fishing. Odd thought. We can make an ice fishing hole in a pond. And we can use that ice fishing hole to fish. But I can't use like a tin can to pull water from it, which I could then boil for drinking water. I wonder why. Like, I can get it if it's seawater, you're out to sea. But these are inland lakes out here. I wonder if that's just an oversight by the devs. Or an interaction they didn't want to waste time implementing. Okay, we're a bit over the weight now. Once we get to the pond, we'll start to burn off this firewood, do fishing, and... There, I see it already. And from here, it's not a horribly long way. Well, it is a bit of a ways, but it's not a horribly long way to Thompson's Crossing where we can camp out. Take our fishy catch. And wrap up the session there. We are kind of a little bit eepy sleepy though. So this isn't exactly optimal. Oh well. Try to do a bunch of fishing. Yeah. Make a bit of coffee too. Helps stay awake in the game. I'm also reaching out to the side if you're wondering. I'm petting a cat. It's a very nice cat. How are we doing fire? Line snaps in any moment now. Bar would just catch nothing in 2 hours. Well, 1 fish, 2 fish. Not having great luck with this fishing. But we got a good fish out of it, so...
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
We'll keep this going for a little longer. I'll make another coffee. I wonder what I could use as bait. Maybe I need to have like cooked meat or something. Or raw meat. What are you? You're adorable! Can I use it as bait? No. Sad. I'll cook the little fish. It's adorable. Cook this one. Yeah, we'll cook the other one as well. Let's not carry it around. Gets rid of some of the weight. And we can still fish for 1 more hour before we run out of fire. And we catch nothing. Okay. Well,
Feels like
it's...
something is sapping my energy.
Well, it's very, very dark now. So... let's head out into the darkness and try to get back to Thompson's Crossing, where we'll spend the night. Well, let's hope we don't come across an angry wolfo. Fish is surprisingly heavy in this game. Dense stuff. I think it's about the same distance from here to the farmhouse, so... we got better gear at the Thompson's Crossing, so let's stick to the plan and go there. If I can find it here. It's a little dark, as you can see. Cloudy night. Ah, shit. Yeesh. Stormy weather is not welcome here. Just gonna move on. I think we might be having a bad time tonight. Of course you'd have to start storming. No. Okay, we're at a bridge. I think this is the road to Thompson's Crossing. Gone a bit more north than I intended, but that's fine. It's the right path and we're not far.
Can't feel my feet.
Oh, right. The weather is getting even worse. That's what we needed.
Too cold to think.
Unable to run anymore. We shouldn't be too far. Bridge was somewhere like here, so.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Familiar car crash. We've been here before. I think I see rooftops in the distance over there. A little hard to tell. Yep. Okay, last bridge, but we're nothing we're crossing. Fuck! I have no idea if I hit him. Nah. I think we did. Just barely, but they got us too. Not too badly, though. Fucking bastards. Well, we made it. It was a bit of a risky maneuver. An unnecessary risk to take. But now we can get some warmth into us, we can get some shut-eye. And in the morning we'll figure everything else out. I can't see anything. It's long enough for me to find a bed. There's the bed. Surprisingly difficult sometimes. Okay. We'll warm right up and then get some rest. And greet day 83. Alright, all good. we go. Found a revolver and a spare axe. Surprisingly, didn't lose any of our fishing lines this time around. So that's nice. Yeah, we're in a pretty good state here, I think. Okay. I intend to head out and venture a little more this time, so we're going to try to go for that climbing spot up there in the hills. Or just north in general, just explore. So I'll take my bedroll with us. And food-wise, I'll take the couple of the MREs. Just in case anything bad happens and we have to stay out in the wild. How's weather? Not great. Not terrible, but not great. -10. Okay, it feels really fucking cold then. I think that games like the general atmospheric temperature has been getting lower and lower as time goes on. Which I think is like a feature in the game. Like as your survival run goes longer and longer, the weather is just going to get worse and worse. Up to a point where you can't mitigate it anymore with just the clothes. Which kind of makes sense, but also kind of a pain in the ass. And I think that's what the mechanic of the cabin fever is also built around. So you can't stay indoors where it's warm, you have to go outside. But also outside is murderously cold, so it's going to be awful. Okay, let's just go. Really kind of hoped it would be nicer weather today. This sucks, this weather. It's really freaking cold. And the wind's biting so you can't even move at normal speed. You're kind of trying to walk, like, perpendicular to the wind. Wolf. Of course it had to be a wolf. And up in these hills, there's at least 2 bears. It's going the other way. Let's not deal with them right now. Oh yeah, there was those broken buildings out here as well somewhere. We couldn't go to them because they had too many wolves around.
Place to escape this cold.
They might actually be a really good place to go if we need to make a fire. Let's see. The game's starting to become more and more about finding these places where you can stop, make fire, and just chill for a minute. Also, I just realized I may have forgotten to add an increment to our day counter last night. Let's do that. I think it's day 84 now. Maybe. I'm really bad at this whole counting thing. You'd think I was, like, a grown-ass man of 36 years of age. You'd think I was able to count up by increments of 1. Surprisingly hard. Okay, we're at risk of hypothermia again.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
And that's generally speaking not a good thing. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's just go. There's some tasty roots out here. I might be desperate enough to just pick up some sticks to make a fire out of those. Because it's going to take some time to chop firewood properly. Even if we find any. We haven't found any in a while. Getting more difficult to maintain good condition as well, because you keep having one of your bars go red all the time. You start to lose condition, i.e. health. Okay, am I in the right area? Are we going to see those wrecked buildings here somewhere? Shit. The answer is... Oh yeah, this is where those cars are. So that's like here. I think the buildings are further south. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Or not? I don't know. I'm lost again. No, I don't want to be lost. Fences. This is the mine road, no, they're further north. God damn it. Okay, we might have to just make a little emergency fire somewhere to survive. If I can find a chunk of firewood, because it's not that windy right now. Well, it's a little windy. Finding some wood to chop. I could make a small fire next to that, chop it, and then use that fire to feed into a bigger and warmer fire. No luck so far. Come on. Give us a chunk of wood. There's the houses I was thinking of. These are sticks. Well, you know what? They're close enough. I'll take some sticks. We might find some extra wood in there. So let's just go for it. Wow, this weather is really kicking our asses. We're already low energy. All that's missing now is for a bear to have camped out here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get for that broken house. I think there's a stove in there we can use to make a little fire. And the walls of the house usually have generated some, like, what was it? Wood. Just wood. Scrap wood. Whatever. There's some firewood out here. If we can just warm up enough that we can take the time to chop it down into chunks. And we'll spend an hour or two just warming up before we go on. Stick, stick, stick. Sticks are shit fuel. They give you almost no energy whatsoever. But they're better than nothing. And... okay. They're better than nothing, I said. Let's make a fire.
Come on. It worked.
Okay, it gives us a few degrees of heat. Which I'm then going to use to break this down real quick. Smack that in there as well. That gets the heat generation up by a few more degrees. And hey, a hot drink's never gonna miss. It's a bit wasteful, but we need the vitamin C anyway, and it's a hot drink, so it's gonna help us warm up. There we go. Already better. I'm gonna check these real quick.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
No, it's not. Those might be. Okay, well. Can I just spied a spot there. I want to put this down so I can get like an hour of sleep. While the fire is still going, because our energy is really low, and we gotta keep going today. And we get a little bit of energy back. We'll bolster that with a cup of coffee. There you go. Okay, I think we're good enough to continue now. There we go. Good stuff. I need to get myself another cup of coffee as well, so back in a few.